Hello. I decided to do this video in cinematic mode because this girl, her room is a mess. I've got a lot going on this week and it's currently all over my room, so cinematic mode it is. But we're gonna be doing a little get ready with me. Well, I talk to you about myself and me, Desiree Skylar. Specifically 17 things about me, because fact number 1, if you didn't know, my lucky number is 17, which is also my birth date in February. So February 17 is coming up. Wait. I have to cut that there. Some freaking blimp wants to go over or something. Okay guys, I already don't have a lot of time today. The blimp just passed and my computer just took 10 years to turn on, so it's time to go. As it goes, wish me luck as I try to get ready and talk at the same time. I see the other girlies do it, but fact number 1 about me is my lucky number is 17, which is also my birth date in February 17th, and I'll let you guess the year for now. How old do we think I look? Let me know in the comments, because nobody really can ever guess it, and I mean, I am building a new audience on here, so I would say you guys can guess, and I'll let you guys know when my birthday comes. Also, if you see me looking in the viewfinder, it's because I am using you as mirror. So I'm not a narcissist, but it is what it is. Second fact about me is my birthday being February 17th. That makes me an Aquarius sun, Cancer rising, and a Cancer moon. Sorry, but we talk about law of attraction and astrology over here in bits and pieces. Another fact about me is I am the oldest sibling of 4. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and I will respect their privacy unless they want to be on here. I know my little sister does. Then there's that whole thing like kids can't properly consent. I don't know. We'll see if you guys ever see her, but she's obviously not gonna be like the main face of my content, but she just thinks the YouTube stuff is cool, as I did when I was her age. Fact number 4 is I'm a dog and a cat person, but more a cat person because they're more so low maintenance, like myself. Another fact about me is I've been acting since I was about 6 years old, so yes, I've always been a drama queen. You may think, how did I get exposed to that at such a young age? Especially at the time, we didn't have a lot of resources. My mom was a young mother, so she was going to school for film editing, and I happened to be there for her projects, and I ended up loving acting in projects. Acting has always been a nice little escape. So yeah, you guys maybe thought that I came into modeling first, but it was really acting that brought me into modeling, which brings me to the next fact about me is I've been modeling since 2016. Honestly, it was started as more of a hobby. I started realizing how much I could get paid for it, and I was like, oh yes please. And then I got signed with an agency and I started getting paid a lot more for it. But I'm gonna have another video on my modeling journey that's more in depth, and also how I think is the best way to go about becoming a model. So those 2 videos are coming up this year, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, that's all I'll say about modeling for now, because I could say a lot. Another fact about me is I consider myself semi-active. I really love hiking, yoga Pilates. I don't love Pilates, but yoga Pilates is more my style because it's like a blend. You get that the hard Pilates, and then at the end you get like the stretch of the yoga. So I love that over Pilates, but I do consider myself a lazy girl a bit, so I do consider my favorite workout to be walking. especially on a sunny day like today. That's what I'm getting ready for. Me and my friend are just gonna go and take advantage of the sun today. Walk around, run some errands. I have a fitting. Yeah, anyway. Another fact about me is I only have half of my reproductive system intact because I had an ovarian cyst and I had an ectopic pregnancy. So those happened like about 3 years apart, but took my right side. I'm still fertile and all that, but not ready for kids. Definitely not ready for kids. But you know, I gotta keep my left side in check, so my health definitely is a priority, and that has helped make my health more of a priority. And I think maybe I'll talk about it more in depth one day, because I do like to tell my story and spread awareness, because I didn't have typical symptoms with either one, the ovarian cyst or the ectopic pregnancy. So, you know, I want more women to, you know, you gotta be in tune with your body, or else, I mean, I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say or else. Oh my god. I just encourage women to advocate for themselves and be in tune with their body. I think it's really important, and so I am planning on sharing those stories at a later date. Another fact about me is, as a model, I hate heels. I'm so sorry, but I hate heels. It's gotta be the biggest con of my job. I know it's one thing that's never gonna change because I am short for the industry already, so of course they're gonna stick me in some heels, but it doesn't mean I like it. But honestly, I love my job, so I'll wear the damn heels, right? You know? I've heard people talk about using numbing cream on their feet. Does that work? I might have to resort to numbing cream, especially if they try to put me on the runway again, honey. Oh god, it's not gonna be good. I mean, I'll say that. Another random fact about me is I dislike chocolate ice cream. I'm more of a vanilla girly. I don't know, maybe I'm a basic B. When it comes to chocolate versus vanilla, it's vanilla all the way. But I would love a vanilla ice cream with like brownie chunks. That would work for me. But and I like chocolate mousse. It's just like chocolate ice cream is just not my first choice. Two of my favorite flavors of ice cream are like cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake, sweet cream. Thinking about it right now. Another fact about me is my parents were very strict growing up. So that definitely shaped me in a lot of ways. You know, growing up thinking I was always doing things wrong, and, you know, feeling like I needed to be independent, but also feeling like I couldn't do anything by myself because I had somebody constantly hovering over me. And that's the least problematic of my childhood, is that they were strict. We'll just say that for now. That definitely shaped me. I've had to go through a lot of things to get out of that. It has helped me in ways to be self-sufficient. And, you know, I've experienced some things later in life that maybe I would have if my parents weren't so strict. So there's definitely pros and cons, but ABUSE is definitely a con. So, not my mama though. Anyway, another fact about me, you may think I've been in Toronto all my life. Like, I'm a Toronto girly, and I am, but I'm also not. I was born in Oshawa, but I lived in Toronto for 16 years before I moved to Toronto. I was about to go with my age. I lived in Oshawa for almost 10 years, and then I moved here. If you can do basic math, then you probably figure out my age, but and if you're from Toronto or Oshawa, you know what it is. You know the dirty schwa. I'm sorry. Okay. Another fun fact about me is my favorite place in Canada to visit is Vancouver. I would say Alberta is also up there, but Vancouver is just like easier to navigate as someone who doesn't drive. So I feel like I've been able to explore more of it, and it just has something about it, like something magical about it. And I would love to live in Vancouver. If I get my money up, I would love to have a house there. It's like the most expensive city in Canada. Whoa. But so is Toronto, and I'm here. I'm alive, right? I think I'll figure it out. I also want to be in Ontario, close to my family, but I would not mind being in Vancouver one bit. Or both. Another fact about me is photography and acting drew me to modeling as a hobby, and I turned it into a job, and it turned into my main job. And I have this like vivid memory watching, I was probably like 18 or 19. It was this Netflix dating show, and this girl's like talking about how they were meeting for the first time, and the girl was like, oh, you know, I'm a model, or I'm an actress, but modeling pays the bills. I was like, really? I would think the opposite. I don't know. But then I started modeling, and then yeah. But then again, acting is also, I don't know, I just feel like there's so much more competition. And with modeling, it's a little bit easier because sometimes you may just get booked off somebody just seeing your picture and be like, okay, I want that. Like, find her. And with acting, it's like you need to be exactly right for that part. You know, I feel like there's so much that goes into it. The audition process, and if you're not right for the part, you're just not right for the part. I used to take rejection really hard, but now I know like what's meant for me isn't gonna miss me, and not to worry about like if I'm good or bad, but to play the role of my most authentic self or the character's most authentic self. Modeling does pay the bills. In a lot of ways it's a lot easier, like emotionally. There's a lot that goes into acting, and we'll talk about that another day too, okay? I'd still love to be a photographer. I do want to get back into it and learn, because I want to be able to self-shoot. Like, if I have an idea, I have lots of freaking ideas going through my head all freaking day. Sometimes I just want to be able to just do it myself, just shoot it. It's great to have a team to bring your vision to life, but sometimes it's like, okay, if I can do this all myself, maybe I should, you know? Another fact about me is I've had many different side jobs while pursuing modeling and acting. And even when I went to acting school, they told me that would be the case for most of my life. Most of my career is working a second job or a side job, which I do encourage people to have, especially at the beginning, because the shit can get really unpredictable. You may lose money, you may get more money than you've ever expected from a project. There's just so many ways it can go, and this is my first year really doing it full time, and I've had quite the ups and downs this year, but honestly it was all worth it because it brought me ultimately closer to what I really want, which is to model in New York and to live with my boyfriend. I want to call him fiance so bad. I do have a promise ring. Another fact. But yeah, I've worked at Tim Hortons, I've worked as a shelter support worker, I've worked at grocery stores, I've had tons of odd jobs in my life to make my dreams come true. And most recently I've been full-time modeling, but I have done the odd walking tour, which is cool. I actually really like it, but it's not super frequent. It's just one of those jobs that comes around. And it's a good time to pay my bills, you know what I mean? And I literally just walk around Toronto and show them my favorite spots and show them like touristy spots, not so touristy spots. Honestly, it depends what the tour want. Like the touree? I don't know how to say it. The person I'm giving a tour. Depends what they want, because they fill out like a questionnaire and all the things. And I just get to be myself. Like, I get to know them, they get to know me, and yeah, it's pretty fun. So I've done that, and I've done content creating for a company called Forever. That was last year, and kind of suck. They don't suck. They're they definitely want you to put in a lot of work for not a lot in return. I'll just say that. But otherwise, they were a really good side hustle, and then after that, I was full time, pretty much. Besides the odd tour that I would do, and now I might even get a second job to help me save before my move, because, honey, my visa ain't cheap. Okay, my visa is not cheap, and also I have a lot to do within the next few months to get myself ready for this move. So yeah, I would say there's no shame in having a second job, and if you need me to prove that to you, I'm here. Okay, because realistically, if it's your dream, then you're gonna do whatever it takes to make that come true. So that brings us into our next fact, is that I have a boyfriend. His name is Omar, and we've been together long distance for I was supposed to say 24 years. Manifesting? We've been together for 4 years. We're about to celebrate 4 years next week. Oh my god, next Friday is our anniversary. He got me a promise ring. You can't see it, but it's there. I need to get it resized because I wrongly measured my finger and it's a little bit too big. So if you've never seen me wear it, that's why. And I feel really bad. But I always see it first thing when I wake up, so it's fine. I'm still manifesting that ring. Yeah, he's also a model, and yeah, we'll talk about how we met and stuff in another video, but it was a good time. It's been a good time. Even through COVID, oh my gosh. Yeah, we couldn't see each other for a year and a half, but let me not trail off. And that brings us into one of our last facts about me, is that I've always felt drawn to New York for some reason. And my boyfriend was born there. He lives in Jersey now, but before I met him, I was literally going back and forth to New York almost every summer from when I turned 18. I just felt very drawn there, and I made friends there. I did photo shoots there. I experienced trauma there. So I really made it my home, you might say. It felt like when I met my boyfriend, it all kind of made sense. I'm like, oh, you were here. You were the one who was drawing me here. Honestly, y'all, I don't know why I put this on. I have a casting to do, and it's not exactly natural makeup. I'm gonna spray this, and then I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna spray this, and then I'm gonna take this off. Call that a spray? Oh my god. Don't embarrass me like this. That's all we get for today. Oh, this is the NYX. Put you on YouTube and you don't know how to act. Oh no. And I'm gonna finish it off with the Nude Sticks Hydropeptide. Mwah. No boss. This off. Okay, edges. And that is the final look, and that's also 17 of the 17 facts about me. Probably threw in a little bit more there. But I look forward to getting to know you guys while you get to know me, and just wanted to give you a little sprinkle of me. So, oh, casually my bronzer on my hand. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I see you, okay? And see you next time. Bye.